Letting go of people is probably one of the hardest things that you might ever have to do in your life, but it's a brutal truth that you have to face if those people aren't good for you. And that's what I want to talk about today. Brutal truths that we all need to face and accept so that we can live our best lives. And I know, you're all smart enough to know this already, but sometimes it's just kind of good to hear somebody else say this stuff. And also, please watch to the end because later on, I'm going to talk a little bit about our own mortality. Nothing too crazy, so just sit back, relax, and enjoy. Letting go of friends, family members, or even relationships, it sucks and it's really hard to do. But the fewer toxic people and negative people and leeches that you have in your life, the better off you're going to be. I mean, they might otherwise be a great person, right? They're just not great for you. And when you finally make the decision to start improving yourself, you'll start to recognize the people that are holding you back. Let them go, because everyone isn't for you and you're not for everyone. And if somebody you know repeatedly shows you over and over that they have no regard for your well-being, it is 100% okay to walk away from them for good and not allow them back into your life. Think of it this way. If you loan someone $100 and you never see them again, it was worth it. The next brutal truth is that time is precious and every one of us is given the same 24 hours in each day. It's critical that you give your attention, your time, and your effort to what matters and to what fulfills you. Because if you're trying to reach your goals, you have to stay on your path. But I'm not saying that you can't relax every once in a while or that you have to maximize every minute of every day. But if you're working towards something and if you're not putting in the time or effort to make it happen, you can't get upset if it doesn't work out because achieving anything takes time and effort. Spend your time on what matters to you and with the people that are important to you. Next, not everyone is going to like you. Most people like the social media curated versions of who they think you are. And once they see the real you, which really is most important, not everyone's going to be on board. And that's okay. It's not your job to convince people to like you, no matter how much you might like them. And it's kind of funny because most people want you to do well and be successful just as long as it isn't more successful than they are. Here's a quote from a book by Russ called It's All in Your Head. And it goes like this. Don't spend time trying to dim your own light out of fear that it could get in someone else's eyes. Because if their light was shining, they wouldn't even see yours. Here's one more. No one who is winning has a problem with someone else winning. If you have people in your life that have a problem with you winning, they're not good for you. The next brutal truth is that life just isn't fair. It's really freaking hard. And some people seem to get a pass while the rest of us have to work our asses off just to keep up. But I gotta say, really quick, one of the tools that you can have in your toolbox to increase your confidence and look your best is a skincare system that was specifically designed for us guys. And that's why I'm glad that Tiege Hanley is sponsoring today's video. You've heard me talk about Tiege Hanley before because I know the positive impact this will have on your life. I mean, seriously, I've been trying to get you guys to use some type of skincare routine for probably the last couple of years now because I know that starting a quality skincare routine will absolutely improve your confidence. Tiege Hanley makes taking care of your skin uncomplicated because they provide you with all the products you need and nothing you don't. So I recommend starting out with their level 1 system, which comes with all the basics: a daily face wash, an exfoliating scrub, use that about twice a week, a morning moisturizer with SPF 20, and a nighttime moisturizer. And they make it dead simple for guys like us because they include a little card in every box that tells you how much to use and when exactly to use it. And I'll admit, man, for the longest time, skincare wasn't always something that I took very seriously. But now that I have, I wish I would have started a lot sooner. Another amazing benefit of signing up is that once you become a member, you'll get access to monthly deals, 20% off retail prices, and you can pause or cancel anytime. And look, because Tiege Hanley is sponsoring this video, they're offering all of you amazing legends who watch my channel a great deal. Just click that first link in the video description and you'll get 30% off your first box plus a free gift. Don't miss out on this amazing deal, gentlemen. Click that link down below and get started today. Okay, the next brutal truth is that some people just have it better than you do. But you have to remember that you also have it better than other people. Stop comparing yourself to other people because it's a huge, depressing waste of time. And you know already that every time you start looking on Instagram and you start wishing that you were more like that guy, it always brings you down and it always makes you feel like shit. The only person that you should be comparing yourself to is yourself and to the person who you were yesterday. That's what matters. Okay, next is people will try to walk all over you. They'll try to test you to see how far they can push you to their own advantage. They'll test you to see how much mistreatment that you're willing to take. And whether you realize this or not, we all teach other people how to treat us. So if you act like a doormat, that's how people are going to treat you. Stand up for yourself, set some boundaries, and don't allow people to cross your boundaries. Learn to trust yourself. Because the reality is, people can and will let you down if you rely on them too much. You are the only person you can fully rely on, my friend. And with that also, you're the only thing standing in your way of achieving everything you want. Okay, the next brutal truth is that you're not entitled to anything, like it or not. Now, maybe you feel like you're entitled to a promotion at work because you're always the one putting in overtime on all those last-minute projects, and you're also a really good team player around the office, but the truth is, you're not entitled to it. Well, maybe your boss doesn't see your value, and if that's the case, maybe it's time to move on and find a new job. But even then, you're still not entitled to any special treatment or any privilege. None of us are. Okay, coming in next, and hopefully I won't get canceled for this one, but it's that dating is very complicated and women are very confusing. Women might say they want one thing, and when you give it to them, they'll say they want something else. It's a complete moving target. And right when you think things are going great, she'll completely ghost you, and then you're left wondering what the hell happened. And yes, I fully realize this happens on both sides, and the whole dating thing right now is in a very weird place for both sides. But I think I'll just leave it at that because this is probably a topic for a whole other video. All right, the next brutal truth is that fear gets in the way of you living your best life. Fear is just an emotion. It helps us identify and avoid threats to our own personal safety. But what if it's not about personal safety? What if it's fear of rejection or fear of being laughed at or maybe the fear of trying something and it not working out? I mean, if you think about it, most times fear isn't even real because the thing that you fear hasn't even happened and it might not even happen. So try to work on recognizing fear for what it is and don't let it stop you from doing the things that you want. All right, next, we're all gonna die. And none of us know when that's gonna happen. But we don't sit in the corner freaking out about it or spend every single day worrying about dying. Like, oh my God, nothing else matters because one day I'm gonna die. No, that's not what we do. We get up, we put one foot in front of the other, and we make things happen for ourselves. And I say this all the time because if you're sitting there right now at, say, 43 years old, think about it. You're only half done. Chances are you still have half your life left to do whatever you want with. And if the first half didn't turn out the way that you wanted, hit the reset button right now and work hard to make the time you have left amazing and beautiful. All right, coming in next is that there's no such thing as the perfect time or the right time. If you need to go fire somebody, you just got to go do it. There's never going to be a good time because, of course, that other person is going to be devastated regardless. Maybe you're trying to work on your fitness, but you're waiting around for your friend to join the gym with you, but he isn't. You just got to go join, man, because everything else is just an excuse. Maybe you've got a secret crush on someone and you want to go ask them out. There's never going to be the perfect time. Now is the time. All right, if you made it this far, you are one of the true legends. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing because I'm right here twice a week. And with that, my friends, as always, thank you so much for watching. Live well, and I'll see you in the next one.